So my mission today is to remove all of the top rails from the windows that the windows click onto, and put some fresh butyl tape and sealant around that, so any water ingress that's been coming through will be eliminated. This one's not too bad, but that one across there makes it definitely worth a job doing, because we've got some rot here where it's actually rotted through the aluminium, and water had been coming in through this little bit in here and making the wall wet behind. So anything that can come off has got to come off and get resealed. Yeah, lovely day for it again. Here we go, all cleaned with WD-40 scrapers, a lot of elbow grease, and then just wiped down with alcohol, just so we've got a nice clean surface to adhere to. Sam and Holly's in the back garden at the moment, just cleaning the rails for me. Right, need to get on with the other windows now. This one, and this one, and this one. Just taking the window sills out from this side of the van. Just come around here, I'll show you. The wood on the back is in lovely condition, so that's good news. And there it is with its butyl tape on the back, all cleaned up nicely. You just peel this back and put it on. And there it is, installed. Very nice. Okay, so I've just used the heat gun to take off the other window rails, and as you can see, there's plenty of moss up there. So it seems like it's standard practice to just put butyl tape behind these rails, but don't actually silicone them in afterwards. And obviously water gets in behind and you get moss growth, and then that moss grows into the butyl tape and gets down to the screws. But luckily it hadn't got down to the screws yet on this side, because all the screws have come out in pretty nice condition. Just used the heat gun, warmed the rail up and got the scraper behind it and just pulled it off. But yeah, they're in nice condition. There we go. But they were ready for renovating, as you can see, with the moss over the top. It wouldn't have taken long before it had got down to the screws. You can see that one there, just make it out. Well, now I'm on my 6th window seal. I definitely say the easiest way is to try and scrape as much off as you can while it's dry. And you haven't put any WD-40 on it or anything. So you're not tackling it with WD-40. You're tackling the smallest amount, that's what I should say. But yeah, there you go, cracking on. Just put the weather strip back on this rail on this side. That makes it look a lot nicer. All siliconed around there. Sam's up on the roof siliconing away. The aerial up there has all been cleaned. We decided to keep it. You're doing the Isopon P40 in.
To put over the vent that I just chopped off.
Cool. Do you want to show it?
So I cut this vent off. Here's the pieces. It took some chopping because I used this. And now I've just put some of this pink tape over it. There, this pink tape. Just to make an area so that I can then put Isopon P40 on it. And then there will be no hole.
Dehumidifiers out of the van. All down this side's all taped up. There was rain coming at the weekend and the aluminium don't come until after the weekend, so that's all taped up ready. I've cleaned up in here. It's looking much better. You can actually hear an echo in here now. Much tidier. All the wood that I'm going to try and reuse somewhere in the back of there, all the cushions, all bits of wood up in the top corner there, all little strips that all come in handy to rebuild the kitchen and what have you. I've taken up, there's a piece of wood here, I've taken that up. There were vine all over the top of that piece of wood. Looks okay, looks fine. Probably bring this to the same level all the way across. because someone's obviously repaired there, but I believe it's dry underneath, so we're looking good. There we go. Right, that's this side of the van done too, weather stripping. Our awning rail is a bit damaged, and this needs sanding off. Oh, there we go. But apparently there's something called an awning rail spreader, so any of this sort of damage here, be able to fix that up apparently. So yeah, I've got wood coming tomorrow, the plywood for the wall in the kitchen, in the living room, and I'm just thinking we need a piece of wood down here at the bottom, because we've got one there for the plywood to attach onto. There's another one needs to go on there. I've got a piece here for it to attach to, and I could probably do with some across the top as well. So yeah, a couple of more pieces of wood. But when the wood comes tomorrow, it's coming in 2.4 metre, be 1200 length, so it's going to have to be cut up because the rain's coming at the weekend, as I say. So just going to have to cut the piece of the wood into a rough sections, and then while it's raining over the weekend, I'll be able to crack on and get some of this on. It's really coming together. Took the plate off from the bottom of the door there. That is just here. Get that cleaned up at some point. This has got to come out, yeah. That's going to stay, I think. Sam just brought up a good point. The sofa bed, the leg's going to have to go down the back of there. So, and also it's got to be high enough to raise over the battery box. Or we do away with the battery box. We've not decided yet. It's not a big deal if we have to do away with the battery box. We'll have the battery inside. We can do that. Anything's doable.